Yo, so if you haven't opened up Meshbox recently, there was a recent update, I think it was February 1st, which added Proto Skate and Proto Drift Trike. I have no idea what they're like. I maybe saw one little video of the skateboard in the Discord server, and it looked pretty interesting, so yeah, let's dive into these two and see what they're about. So, here we are with... Is this the same model for the Drift Trike? Has it been updated? Maybe just because the guy's not there, it's hard to tell. It looks a little bigger, maybe? Oh. Oh, it just takes you out of fakie as well, if you turn. Interesting. So we've got whips, bars. I guess all the tricks work. It's a bit like the other proto things. You'll probably be able to grind as well, especially now because it's all like physics based. So we'll have a bit more use compared to the way it was before, where you couldn't really do a lot. I guess you could hop with it, but there were no tricks. I guess this is all kind of becoming part of Mash's bigger vision. It's going to be, well, mainly a BMX game, but the ability to do some other stuff as well, I presume. I don't know, who knows what he's thinking of most of the time. But it does actually feel pretty good, to be honest. Put the realism of actually being able to do tricks on this thing aside. Like, I'm just sort of cruising around having fun with it. And if the option's there, I'm not going to complain, I don't think. I guess fortunately for now there's no audio as well, because it'd probably be pretty deafening to have to hear this thing. Or the way it was in BMX Streets. I wonder... The turning radius is super slow as well. Yeah, the way it interacts with stuff, you can have like one wheel hanging off. There's probably a few cool little... I don't know. Tech style things we could maybe figure out with it. You know what? I had no idea if this would turn into a video that'd be worth watching or not. Like, maybe you just give it a go and be like, okay, I can't do anything with this, it's going to be pointless. But, I have to say, I'm cruising around like I do on the BMX, and it feels good. Let's maybe go over to this section. It's probably a bit more appropriate than trying to do street on it. Alright. Dope. Debug. Guess we've got all the turn down style tricks we can do as well. Turn it on its side. Actually, hang on. Oh, okay. So it resets before landing. Maybe turn that off so we can do tricks on the ground. May get some interesting options with that. Ooh. You know what? I'm kind of impressed, to be honest. Like, it feels pretty good. Putting aside the whole fact that it's Mash, why are you doing more random physics things? Just get the game updated and get it out for the people that are on console, because, yeah, I understand the pain of people that don't have a PC. I would say, if you want the best experience with these sort of games, get a PC at some point. I don't think BMX Streets is all that high spec. Though then again, maybe it will be more high spec when you see that he's adding traffic, or I guess Rotex is adding traffic to the main game. There was a video somewhere in the Discord of that, or maybe it's on the Instagram page as well. There's like the Mashbox City, but it's got cars and greenery and all this stuff. It's kind of been fleshed out a lot more, so it may actually end up looking like a much better map, which is kind of exciting. because I actually like that map. Well, parts of it, but it just felt dead. And especially when the game was released, it had a weird filter on it. It was like this ghost town. But having all those cars driving around, which you can like ride on top of and different things, that would actually make it a bit more interesting. We're zooming. We do little manuals as well. Do some of my usual tech stuff. Can we get a little... Just? Oh dear. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I'll try not to make this video too long. It's more showing it off so people realise it's there, because for the most part people just go straight to the mod maps, right? They don't even look at the top menu anymore. I don't. It's only because I noticed Mash posted a video of like the skateboard, which I assume will be a bit more limited. We'll cover that after this. But yeah, as you can see, like, I'm most likely not gonna have to do much editing for this because I can just sort of keep going. It sort of figures itself out, kinda. Okay, yeah, you can do tricks on the ground. So you can do T-bogs. What else would we have? Look backs. Oh, there's that. Huh. So I suppose you could do some kind of... Okay, we've got to try like a manual. Okay, that's dope. Colour me impressed. Okay, you clip through there. We figured out one-wheel manuals. That's actually dope. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of impressed. Like, it feels way better than it did before. Because it was just sort of like a spinny mess of a thing. Like, you'd be driving down the road, you'd hit something, and you'd just be spinning uncontrollably. The turn radius is crap. Like, why can't the bars turn more than that? So that's maybe one thing to give feedback on. While we're here though, what other tricks would we have that we could use? We can actually just ride like this as well, which is kind of wild. Ooh. Invert? Okay, maybe that's the best example. And you do clip through a little bit. Anyway, found a cool trick. Go play, try it out yourself. We'll have a quick look at the skateboard, which I presume is going to be a bit worse. We'll see how it goes. Here we are with the skateboard in Mashbox, which is a test bed for BMX streets. So we've got skateboards in a BMX game. I guess we shouldn't be surprised at this point, like, who knows what's going on. Maybe Mash will be a rival to Session, Skater XL. I suppose even Skate, because, you know, he's got an open world, and if he fills it with all the traffic and everything, it'd be like a single player version of that. Though we do have multiplayer as well. Actually, that reminds me, I don't think I did a video on the multiplayer for this, did I? I don't know if people still play it or not, or care. But that may be worth a go for some fun as well. From what I can tell, there won't be any flip tricks, because it's all based off BMX tricks. And there's no like bike flips or anything like that. So I do wonder... Let's see. Yeah, like tables. Actually, a look back kind of puts you in the right place to do a grind. Probably. See what happens. Oh, okay. Does make you wonder. I guess with the drift trike, you're going to get a character model on top of that, because having that all connected together is probably going to be a bit of a pain, right? Oh, shit. Actually, maybe the direction of the board matters. Because we can do it in nose manny here. Okay, if we're 180, is it reversed? It is reversed, that's interesting. So I guess it counts as being like fakey on a BMX. It's not like a skateboard where both directions are okay. Just a weird quirk. But I guess Mash hasn't gone that far into it, it's just here for fun or whatever. So your board direction does matter, and there's no way of knowing which way it's going. Weird times. Who'd have thought, like a year ago? Because BMX Streets hasn't been out a year yet, has it? Who'd have thought it would have come out, kind of been criticised a lot, and get completely redone, and then this is what it would look like? I would have never guessed that something like today's video would even happen. Like, why? But I'm not mad about it, because it's opening up. Well, it's taking forever. I remember Mash was saying he plans to get all this stuff into Streets in December? In January? Clearly we're a long ways away from that. And now the map's getting completely updated by Rotex as well. So God only knows when we're actually going to be able to play all this in BMX Streets. Oh yeah, and because everybody's commenting, this is like a test bed for BMX Streets. It's a separate game, it's free, you can just download it, play around with it. The BMX side of stuff, like all my videos recently have been just Mashbox. It plays fine. You got mods and things. Oh shit. Yeah, you can have a good time with that. If you don't like the physics, there is the mod as well where you can like change things a little bit to your taste, but some people just don't like it flat out, which is unfortunate for them because it seems to be, oh, we got Smith, the way things are going forward. Overall though, I'm not mad about these things. Well, you could be mad that he's potentially delaying the release, but again, hopefully it takes us somewhere at some point in time before we all die. And who knows when we're all going to die, you know? The way the world is these days. Finish off. I'll have a quick look here. See what the wall rides are like. That is one good thing. Like, if something gets implemented into the game, you can kind of assume it's going to work the same as everything else, and it kind of does. You don't really have to relearn it again. There may be quirks to it in terms of the shape and whatever, but for the most part you can just play it like it's a BMX with slightly different characteristics like the turn radius and all the weird things that come along with it. But for the most part you will get a consistent experience. So imagine this in multiplayer. You got somebody on a track, you got somebody on a skateboard, somebody on a mountain bike, somebody on a BMX, all able to do the same sort of thing. Just like hang out at a skate park or something like that. That's something not even Skate can do because, well, Skate's limited to skateboards. I suppose there is, I can't even remember the name of it anymore. You know, that downhill game where there's kind of skateboards, BMX and everything. A non-downhill version of that where you're just in a skate park and you just keep riding around. That would be nice. And it's got better physics than that. Riders Republic, there you go. I was never super into it. I did do like one video on it. But yeah. I think that'll do. Definitely give these a go. Who knows if they're going to get updated or not. Yeah, especially the trike. That was pretty fun to try. Give it a go. And we'll see what happens, I guess. Hopefully it all comes to Streets soon. Please. And yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.